Alright, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praises, honors, and glories due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and special salutations to the hopeful elect out there, scattered around the four corners of the earth. Now, this is your brother Samah, or you can call me Shemai Wa'ala, alright? I'm lawyer, and I'm coming back at you with another video. This is going to be quick, okay? So, I found this video on RT a while ago, I believe 2 days ago. It came out August 12th, so that's 5 days ago, I believe. 6, actually, sorry. Got my math all messed up. So, I found this video actually it was uploaded 6 days ago, but I found it 2 days ago. So, I found it 4 days after it was uploaded. And basically, what's going on there in Europe, you guys are having a lot of riots. Those Europeans are rioting because of the Carlos 19. They're rioting over the Carlos 19, okay? And the Carlos 19, just making sure that the algorithm hears me and doesn't mistake it for another word. The Carlos 19 is restricting people's freedom to conduct business, to go to work, to feed their families, and so on and so forth. So a lot of Europeans are tired of it because the difference is these Europeans, they're not that dumb. They have somewhat of a brain, unlike you Americans, but the Americans over here, they're very docile and dumbed down. So that's why it's so easy for the elites to pretty much roll out their agenda. But recently, a lot of people are starting to wake up to the scandemic, to the scam that's going on, because all it really is doing is destroying the middle class. And if the Carlos 19 was so dangerous, then wouldn't we put our mask in biohazard containers? Wouldn't we do that? Oh, but for some reason, that doesn't happen. The mask that blocks out the Carlos 19, we're supposed to put them in a regular trash or recycling bin. But if it was a real dangerous threat, it would be disposed in a biohazard container. But see, a lot of these things people don't think about, They just don't think about because the brainwashing is heavy. Once you repeat the same thing over and over, it becomes like a spell, These people are under a trance, and that's what it is, and they don't know. So, without further ado, enough of me rambling. I'm going to play a little bit of this video. I'm going to get a few scriptures. I'm going to close it out, real quick.
With Berlin's interior minister as well as top police officials about the allegations of police brutality at an anti-lockdown protest earlier this month. The UN expert said the authorities were open and ready to share material. The police, though, have remained unapologetic about the use of force against demonstrators.
Direct coercion is violence. Violence hurts, violence injures, violence looks violent. Direct coercion, even with all the pictures that go with it, is still part of our legal system.
Well, when that video of a police officer slamming an elderly woman to the ground surfaced, the world cried police brutality. There was concern, anger, outrage even. The Berlin Police Department watched that very same video and they essentially came out and said, oh, well, violence is normal. There's nothing to see here. So it's a pretty shocking statement that's been made there following an investigation into numerous complaints about police misconduct at a Berlin protest on the 1st of August. Now, many will remember on that day, 5,000 people took to the streets of the German capital and they were demonstrating there against lockdown measures and, of course, the COVID vaccine. And the rally took quite a dark turn when officers stepped in to forcefully disperse those crowds. We saw them punching people in the faces, kicking and shoving demonstrators using...
These guys are built like linebackers, dog. Fuck. And this is not the usual. You should see Germany's riot police gear. I mean, these dudes are built like superheroes, bro. The big ass armor on them. Oh my god. And this is not even the best technology that ESO has. You know, they're actually making superhero soldiers. You know, with supernatural. Well, I wouldn't say. Yeah, you could say supernatural abilities to run faster, to lift heavier things. You know, this is what ESO is making. You know, producing as of now.
Pepper spray in their faces, and probably the most famous incident, throwing people violently to the ground. Around 600 arrests in total were made. Now, the footage that then circulated was so shocking that it went to the very top, and it grabbed the attention of the UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, Nils Melzer.
A number of videos have been spread that give ground for concern. The clues are strong enough that human rights violations were possibly committed.
Well,
So, where was he when Jake was getting beat and shot up in the streets? You know, there was no UN representative coming to speak out against it. You know, to condemn it. Yeah, these people are a bunch of hypocrites. But okay, this is Proverbs 16 and 29. The main point is in verse 30, but a violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. Okay? And that's what these Edomites are doing, you know? Basically, the way they move about things is in an evil manner, you know? And as the scripture says, the violence taken by force. Let me go ahead and get that in Matthew 11 and 12. This is Matthew 11 and 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. So that violent man that is being talked about in the scriptures, really, you could say this is can apply to anybody, but the real, actual violent man are the Edomites, the wicked, you know? They are the violent people or the violent nation of the earth, you know? Now, 1 second, I want to make sure I got the complete understanding. This is what I like to do. So if you don't really understand the precept, this is what you guys should do. You go into the NLT and check it out and see what it says here, you know? I just want to double check to see. Yeah, okay, so you know, a violent people. Violent people. It didn't say a violent man, it said violent people mislead their companions, leading them down a harmful path. Okay? That's a good precept right there. This is Proverbs 22 and 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, meaning follow. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul, meaning you endanger your soul. You know, you trap up, you basically in a place of a judgment, because wrath, continuous wrath. I forgot what it's called, but basically, Apostles Paul spoke about having wrath, or I forgot. It's a term for anger. You know, having that type of anger all the time is not good for you. You know, especially when you turn out to be violent. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out with a few more precepts. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. This is Revelation 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Now, this is actually really talking about America, because the two horns are really representing democracy, or the Democratic Party, and the Republican system. But there's a flip side to that because the two horns also represents the peaceful nature of the beast, you know. And that's speaking as a dragon represents the harsh, violent measures of this devil, you know. Also, if you know anything about the 10 horns or the 10 heads, no, not the 10 heads, Salaki, the 10 horns, the 10 kings. Okay, Germany is a part of those 10 heads. Okay, so uh, Germany being part of the beast system, they're also gonna carry out those draconian measures. You know, so just a quick video I just wanted to do. Spirit was on me to go ahead and get it out there, and I decided to bring out a few precepts. You know, actually, hold on. Let's see if I can give you one more precept before I go. This is James 1:20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. You know, there's a difference between having wrath and being angry. Okay, and the scriptures talk about let not what's it called? Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Okay, meaning that you're supposed to be angry, but for a moment. If you're continually angry, then you got a heavy demon on you because that also brings a negative vibration and it will entice you to do something very violent, you know? So that just goes to show you that Esau is the wicked because he's that violent man. He's that angry man. Even in the beginning of Abel and Cain, when Cain slew Abel because he was jealous, what did Cain do? He lied to the Most High about it, you know? And say, why should I care about Abel? Am I his keeper? So that just goes to show you that Esau was the devil from the beginning. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. And until next time, Shalom.